My favorite video to shoot. It is time for another thrift with me. Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is MOGIBETH, and for those of y'all who are new here, I own a six-figure reselling business selling primarily women's clothing on places like eBay and Poshmark. And in today's video, we are going to go thrifting to 2 Goodwills to buy inventory to sell online. And I'm going to bring you with me into the thrift store, and then I'll meet you back here for the haul later on in the video. So without further ado, let's jump back in time and head into some Goodwills and go thrifting. Hey y'all, welcome back to another thrift with me. Oh man, I was supposed to go to the bins this week to thrift and film, put it on my YouTube channel, but I am having some stomach issues, so I am just gonna do my tried and true, my trusty Goodwill thrift with me today, and I'm gonna go to 2 Goodwills. I'm at my first one now, and I have just good feeling about this. I feel like we're gonna find some good stuff, but my fingers are crossed because you never know. We'll see what we can find. All right, let's head inside. Didn't I say it's gonna be good? Oh, I found Cezanne. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Let me know in the comments down below. I found it. It was the first thing I found on a new rack. I found some other good stuff too. They closed early, so their new closing hours are 6 at this location. But I still have plenty of time to go through everything. There is actually another Goodwill that's open till 8, but I am exhausted, so I think I'm just gonna go there tomorrow, and I'll bring y'all along with me. So I'll see you then. Ooh, I'm so excited about what I found. Okay, hey y'all, it's the next day and I am at Goodwill. This is the Goodwill I probably come to most frequently. It is the biggest one here in Portland, so if you're from the Portland area, you probably know automatically where I'm at. But hopefully we find some good stuff. My fingers are crossed. We'll see what we can find. All right, let's go inside. Okay, so time for the haul. Let's start with stop number 1. So the first item is a pair of Madewell jeans. It wouldn't be a Thrift With Me haul on my channel without a pair of Madewell jeans. These are a newer pair, I could tell. They are a size 24. They are from winter 2020, so they're really new. The only downside, I guess, is that actually the patch isn't in the best condition, which is too bad, but the jeans themselves are actually in really good condition. They're a more rigid denim, so they're gonna stand up to washing a lot better. But I paid $12.99 for these, and I'm going to, for everything in this haul, share what I spent, what I project to sell it for, and what my projected profit and profit margin is. And then at the end of the video, I'll go over the totals for everything. So I spent $12.99 on these. These are actually called the Madewell Slim Demi Boot Jeans and Midweek Wash. I expect to make $45 from them, which would give me a projected profit of $23.01 and a projected profit margin of 51.13%. So not too bad. We'll see how they do. When I was looking at comps for these, there weren't that many of this particular style, potentially because it's a newer style, so it could be in high demand. We'll see. But one style of denim that I do know is in high demand is this next one, and this is Levi's. I found this on a brand new rack, and it is the mom jean in a size 24. I paid also $12.99 for these, and this is a gray wash high-rise denim, also a more rigid denim, which is definitely more on trend. And what rigid denim means is that it's either 100% cotton or close to 100% cotton. So these cost $12.99, and my projected sales price is also $45 for these, so it's almost exactly the same. $23.01 for the projected profit and 51.13 for the projected profit margin. And jeans typically have a really good sell-through rate for me, so hopefully that's the case with those two, and I'll make a quick good flip. All right, so the next is a pair of Madewell jeans again. These are not rigid denim, they're more of Madewell's kind of stretchy denim. This is called the Road Tripper in a size 30. They had it listed at $12.99, but purple was actually half off. So luckily I was able to score these for $6.50, and this patch on the back looks like brand spanking new. It almost looks like it's never ever been washed. So I was happy to find them. They have, you know, raw hem, some distressing, just a good old pair of jeans. This was actually a pair of Madewell denim that I think was primarily sold at Nordstrom. I could not find a Madewell listing, and sometimes that's not a good thing, but after checking comps on this, it is actually totally fine. These actually still sell for good money. So these are called the Madewell Road Tripper jeans in Bardwell wash, purchased for $6.50. My projected sales price is $40 for these, but because my cost of goods is lower, I have a higher projected profit of $25.51 and a projected profit margin of 63.76%. So yay for those. So on to dresses. I got two dresses, and this is a brand I talked about in my bread and butter brands video, which I'll link up on the screen in case you haven't seen it. But it's a brand that I have a fair amount of experience with when it comes to liquidation, but I haven't thrifted it all too much. So when I came across this dress, it really fits the bill for what in my experience does well by this brand. But quick blabber and tell you what the brand is. This is Eliza J. And by the way, so our Goodwills mark the tag with this marker, but in our Goodwills they use water soluble marker, so we're able to get it off just using wet wipes. It's really not that hard, luckily, but there are some places around the country that use Sharpie, which is really annoying. And I do have one video I typically like to recommend to people. It's not my own video if they have that issue, and I'll link it down in the description below. But this is a size 4. And it is this midi dress that's got a gathered waist, a mock neck, this really pretty pink floral color, and then a tiered skirt. But again, it was also purple tag, so they had it priced at $7.99, but I was able to get it for $4. So it's actually a really good price to experiment with. Eliza J, purchasing it from the thrift store. And when I checked comps, I decided I definitely wanted to pick this up. It has a cost of goods of $4, and my projected sales price is $40 with a projected profit of $28.01 and a projected profit margin of 70.01%. So really good potential performer, this dress. And yeah, this kind of chiffon fabric dress by Eliza J, floral, midi, maxi length tends to do really well, and then also their evening dresses and evening gowns do really well. Okay, this next piece I was so excited to find. When I went home and looked for stock photos, I was kind of dismayed that I actually couldn't find any, because I've sold this exact dress in a different print that was sold at Revolve, but I could not find any stock photos for this particular print, but that's fine. I'll still be able to sell it. The brand is, I'm curious if y'all have heard of it, RESELLING. Show you the tag. Yeah, it's new with tag, which was also really exciting. It's a size large. This style, this kind of slip midi dress style with this front tie is called the Suki slip dress, and I've sold it again in a purple print, and it did really, really well in that print. So I'm hopeful that it'll do well in this one as well, even though unfortunately I don't have a stock photo. But I was able actually to score it for only $7.99. And based off of comps of this particular print, because I actually was able to see other Poshmark sellers that sold that print, they also didn't have a stock photo. And based off my experience, if it was the purple color, it typically sells for higher. But in this color, new with tags, I came up with a projected sales price of $60 with a projected profit of $40.01 and a projected profit margin of 66.68%. So if this goes according to plan and according to how comps told me it will do, then it should do really well. Okay, on to my favorite piece from the haul by far. Piece I was so excited to find. I found it on a new rack, and it is Cézanne. I think, let me know if this is an older label or a newer label. I'm not sure. They have several different labels that they use, and I was able to snag it for only $7.99. This is a gorgeous jumper, size medium, sweater, really cute, really nice. I could just tell by the feel of it that was something that was really nice. But it is called the Cézanne Georgia jumper. I got it for $7.99, and my projected sales price is $100 with a projected profit of $72.01 and a projected profit margin of 72.01%. So if I could just have a steady stream of one brand, I might choose Cézanne. Like, it is one of the best performing brands on the resale marketplace. It goes so quickly and it retains its value so well. Oh, and it's gorgeous. So I love it. If you're unfamiliar with it, I do go over it in my 50 Bolo brand list, which is available on MOGIBETH.com, but it is a direct-to-consumer business that started in Paris. It is actually started by a woman who started by selling vintage clothes, you know, just online, like, you know, similar to what we're doing. So I just thought the story was really cool, and I just love the brand. Okay, the last piece, admittedly, I didn't check comps on this. I just put it in my cart and then forgot to check comps, and I really regret that. I'm either going to keep it for myself or take it back because the resale value is just so bad, but I thought it was so cute. I don't know why I didn't check comps. It's Madewell. Some Madewell sweaters actually can do really well. This is not one of them. And they had it $7.99, and it's really cute. It's got this marled kind of pink quartz rose color with a puffed sleeve. It's cute. It's actually fairly recent too. It's from winter 2019, so I thought, hey, I bet it might be worth picking up. But no, it's really not. I would be lucky if I was able to sell it for $20. But I also saw a lot of comps for less than that. So I just thought I would include it here just to show you if I did sell it. The cost of goods would be $7.99. My projected sales price would be $20. This would give me a projected profit of $8.01, which, hey, that's doubling my money, but for all the time, effort, and tied up capital it goes into listing and selling an item like this, it's really not worth it. But it would give me a projected profit margin of 40.05%. So I'll probably try it on. If I like it, I'll keep it, but if not, I'm gonna try to take it back. But that is everything that I got from the first stop, and I found a whole lot more on the second stop. So let's dive into that. Okay, so Goodwill number 2. Let's start again with jeans. So first one, lucky to find this. It was a blue tag, which meant it was new. Madewell once again. No surprise, but this one's really cute. It's got an exposed button fly, some distressing. Paid $9.99 for it. This is a size 25. Again, got those raw hem. This is a step hem. These are called the Madewell 10-inch high riser skinny jeans in Hannah wash. Again, cost of goods $9.99. And my projected sales price for these jeans is $50 with a projected profit of $30.01 and a projected profit margin of 60.02. And my projected sales price is $50, but I'll probably price these around $65, maybe $70, and just to give y'all, you know, a idea of that. I'm not going to price it at my projected sales price because oftentimes my projected sales price is going to be 20 to 30% lower than my listing price. So moving on to another pair of Madewell jeans, also with an exposed button fly. These are really, really cute and in basically like new condition. I actually found these going through the capris. So that's something I've been doing recently, is going through the capris. It's a section that just, I don't think a lot of resellers or people go through, but these are full length pants. They just happen to be petite. So they are black jeans, skinny jeans. They are petite with exposed button fly once again. And also because they marked them as capris, they were charging less. So they are $6.99. This time around, they are a size 33P. So plus size, petite, which I find tends to do really well because people who are 33 petite have limited options, unfortunately. And so Madewell luckily has pretty inclusive sizing for both petite and tall. And so people who do fall into that category tend to, I think, like Madewell. At least that's what's been in my experience. So with these, with the cost of goods of $6.99, projected sales price is $50 with a projected profit of $33.01 and a projected profit margin of 66.02%. So great find. Was really, really happy to stumble upon these. Oh, let me tell you, the actual name of these is the Madewell Petite Stovepipe Jeans and Lunar Wash Button Front Edition. Okay, and so then I was going through the plus size section. I actually put quite a few pieces from the plus size section into my cart that I ended up putting back. One was this, I don't know if you saw it in the thrifting portion, but this Vince velvet blazer was really, really cute, but it had this huge tear in the back, so that sucked. I also tried to pick up a pair of Fabletics leggings. They were new with tag. They were a size 4X, but then after checking comps, I realized that they were gonna sell for like 15 bucks, unfortunately. So Fabletics is a brand that I could have included in my brands I do not buy anymore list because it's hard for me to find a piece of Fabletics that I think is worth picking up and that comps support me picking up. But alas, I did find one good plus size piece, and it is a pair of denim. So these are Good American. Good American used to sell really, really, really fast for really, really good money, and it slowed down a bit, but it's still a good brand to pick up. These also have a step hem, as you can see there, raw hem. This is a size 20. These are the Good Legs. This style name exactly is called Good American Good Legs Raw Stagger Hem in blue 007. I paid $9.99 for these. With that cost of goods, my projected sales price is $55. Could go for more, but we'll see. I kind of tried to be a little bit conservative with some of these numbers. My projected profit is $34.01 and then a projected profit margin of 61.84%. So I was super happy to find those. Okay, a lot of y'all have been commenting on my last video and some of my other videos that Lululemon isn't really selling for y'all as much as it used to anymore, and I find that to be the case as well, except for some pieces. And I found two Lululemon pieces this trip that I think are going to do well. The first is this pair of leggings, and I looked up comps on them and they seem to be performing really well. It might take a little longer than how it used to be, but still, based off of what they're selling for, it's going to do well. These are called, here, let me show you what they look like. They're kind of this burgundy color with this coral mesh cut out on the back, zippers on the ankle, and little Lululemon logo, size 2. And I paid $12.99 for them. They are called the Lululemon Zip the Line Crop Leggings. Cost of goods was $12.99. My projected sales price after taking comps again is $50. So that'll leave me with a projected profit of $27.01 and a projected profit margin of 54.02%. A bunch of athletic brands though, like I mentioned in that video, which I'll link up on the screen, the brands I don't buy anymore video in case you didn't watch it. I think it's a fun one. A lot of athletic wear brands that used to sell really fast, especially during the pandemic, have really slowed down for me. This is actually one of those. When I was checking comps, I was surprised. I thought these were gonna sell for more, but this is a brand that I love, and it's gonna be kind of hard to see. I was so excited to find them, but then after checking comps, I was kind of not as stoked, but it's Girlfriend Collective. And they had these inside out, so they actually marked the price on the outside, which is fine. I should be able to get it off with water, but I was able just to feel the quality of these and know that they were good quality. I love Girlfriend Collective, like I said. These are full-length black leggings. I think some of their other colorful pieces can do better, especially, you know, like the biker shorts, the crop top. For whatever reason, the black leggings aren't performing as well as I thought they would have, but it's still gonna be good enough. I paid $7.99 for these, and so with $7.99 my projected sales price is $35, which in my mind I was thinking at least like $45, $50, so kind of surprised to see that, but that would give me a projected profit of $20.01, so still not bad, and a projected profit margin of 57.17%. Hopefully they sell quickly. It's been a while since I found Girlfriend Collective, so I don't really know what the sell-through rate is, but hopefully they sell quickly and I can make a quick 20 bucks. That'd be great. Okay, so this is actually a category within Lululemon I would highly recommend still picking up. Whenever I check comps in this category, it does well, and that's skirts or skirts. For whatever reason, skirts or skirts by Lululemon do really well. I think, you know, tennis, golf, what have you, this is still a category that seems to really retain its value by Lululemon. So I was willing to pick this up, and I actually paid up a bit for it. I paid $14.99 for this. They actually have part of the pull-away tag. It's been kind of cut, but it says 8 on there. It's a size 8. It's a really nice skirt. It is called the Lululemon Lost in Pace skirt. So with a cost of goods of $14.99, my projected sales price is $55, which would leave me with a projected profit of $29.01 and a projected profit margin of 52.75%. So I'm excited to see how this does. I think it's gonna do well. So I did check comps on everything, or almost everything, this time around, but one thing I didn't check comps on because I just thought, hey, this is a brand I will definitely get at this price range. It always sells well for me and quickly, so I'm not even gonna check comps. And sometimes I'll do that, and that's fine. Like, I do that often for Madewell jeans, for instance. If it's a newer style and it's priced low enough, I won't check comps. And this is a brand that I kind of felt comfortable enough doing it with, but now I regret it because this is a really old style that I couldn't even find. This is figs, and yeah, typically I will have a great old time selling figs, but I paid only $6.99, so that wasn't too bad, which is another reason why I didn't check comps. But this is a really old style because it's a jogger, but the jogger is just this elastic band. And typically with figs nowadays, they have this kind of rib knit thicker band for their joggers, which in my opinion is a lot nicer. But this is actually a men's scrub, and it's a size small, I believe. Yes. And I couldn't find stock photos for it anywhere. I couldn't find the style name. I think it's just kind of an older piece, so I think I'll still list it, go ahead and list it, and just see what happens. But I don't project to make as much from it as I would if I found like a more recent style jogger. My cost of goods was $6.99. My projected sales price, and this is kind of hopefully because there wasn't a lot of data, I was able to find a couple listings that looked like this, but not too much to go off of. But my projected sales price is 20 bucks. That would leave me a projected profit of $9.01 and a projected profit margin of 45.05%. I could return these, and maybe I will, but figs tends to have a really fast sell-through rate, so I'm just hoping that, unlike the Madewell sweater, I could see that sitting for like years. These fig scrubs, at 20 bucks, I think I might be able to find a buyer fairly quickly. Okay, so the next piece is actually a brand I said that I was no longer picking up in that video that I did last week, but when I was making that video, I realized there were certain exceptions to this brand and it forced me to do a little bit more research. And one of the exceptions was blazers. And so when I came across this is like a sweater blazer. I decided to look it up and check comps, and I still will do that from time to time with really nice pieces from this brand, and comps looked really good. So I'm excited to see how it does, but the brand is J. Crew. Okay, here's another curious thing. This looks like the older brand tag because, you know, it's serif font, all caps, and I was under the impression that they were only using the newer brand tag, the cursive font, from now on, but this piece is from summer 2020, so fairly recent piece, and it's got this older tag. So I guess my assumption was wrong. So if you were making the same assumption, there you go. This style is called the J. Crew Sophie Open Front Sweater Blazer. They still have it on their website actually, which is always a good sign. It's probably a piece that they just make year over year because it's probably a bestseller for them, and it retains its value well on the reseller marketplace. I actually paid up a little bit for this item. It's $12.99, size large, beautiful gray color. So based off of comps, I have a projected sales price of $55, which is great for J. Crew. And I think with the season that we're in, hopefully it will do well. That leaves it a projected profit of $31.01 and a projected profit margin of 56.38%. So I'm excited to see how that does. Okay, the next is a brand I've never sold before, but I keep seeing it on Instagram from all my reseller friends that I follow. And I decided, let's just see how it does, because comps are kind of a little bit all over the place for this brand. Couldn't find the style name, couldn't find stock photos, but we're just gonna throw it up there and see how it does. And this, I can't pronounce it. Gudrun Schoden. I'm so sorry. Please let me know in the comments down below how to pronounce that. But you spell it Gudrunsjoden. It sounds like a Scandinavian name. But this is a cute little cardigan with this window pane print and this contrasting trim. It's kind of a diamond print trim, and then these cute little accent buttons that are diamonds. So I paid $7.99, which isn't too bad when, you know, doing an experiment on a brand. And with that cost of goods, my projected sales price of this is 40 bucks, which would be great. And if I did get that sales price, I'd probably be willing to pick up more and experiment more with this brand. My inclination is to say that unique pieces kind of like this one are going to do better by this brand, but we'll see. My projected profit would be $24.01. My projected profit margin would be 60.03%. So we will see how that does. Let me know, do you have experience with that brand? Let me know in the comments down below. Okay. This next piece is a brand that I will typically pass on. It's a brand that does not retain its value very well. It retails for a ton of money, but it typically doesn't resell for a ton of money. However, this particular piece and the price it's at, and based off comps I checked, I thought it'd still be worth trying out. So it's the brand Millie. Oh, I just realized the size is missing. Ooh, that's gonna suck. Let's see if it's on the materials tag. And it's not. Okay. Well, I'll either return it, or more likely we'll just measure it and put measurements in what we approximate the size to be. But I paid $9.99 for this dress, and it is just a gorgeous dress. It's this chambray denim dress that has a halter neckline and then just a really low back with the straps along the back, and then it's got this beautiful tiered fabric along the hem that's got this raw hem going on. It's just really beautifully designed piece. The stock photos were gorgeous. Really, really gorgeous on. So I thought, hey, it's $9.99. The comps, available comps on that dress were like very, very high. Like I think they were $100, $200 plus. So I thought if I could just sell it for 50 to 80 bucks, that would be great. I think I put 80 bucks as my projected sales price for this dress. So yes, this is called the Millie Stretch Denim Linen Apron Ruffle Dress. I put a projected sales price of 80 bucks. I'll probably list it in the 100 something range and then shoot for 80 bucks. But even if I got, you know, an offer for 50, 60 bucks, I'd still be making really good money. So even though that's way, way, way less than the retail price, it would still be a good flip for me. So at 80 bucks, my projected profit would be $54.01 with a projected profit margin of 67.51. So still a good find. I'm excited to see how it does. Okay, so next piece is a brand I really enjoy selling, and that is Eileen Fisher. This is just a scoop neck maxi dress, which is just a really, really good basic for anyone's wardrobe. And it is a size small. I paid $9.99 for it. I know some people do not like selling Eileen, but I really like selling Eileen Fisher. I really like selling Eileen Fisher jumpsuits. Jackets and outerwear do really, really well. I like selling certain sweaters, and then maxi dresses I also like selling. So that dress cost $9.99. My projected sales price is $40 with a projected profit of $22.01 and a projected profit margin of 55.03. Okay, so this is another dress that a lot of y'all were commenting on my brands I don't pick up anymore that you don't pick up Madewell. And obviously I still love picking up Madewell, especially denim, but I will also pick up Madewell dresses in certain styles. Most styles I skip, but certain styles I will still pick up, and I of course always check comps, but some will still do really well. And this was one of them. This is Madewell size 10. I paid only $7.99, which is kind of surprising. If it was at another Goodwill in this area, it would have been marked at like $19.99 for sure. But this is a really, really pretty eyelet red midi dress. It's really gorgeous. It's got this scalloped hem on the sleeves and on the skirt. Just really, really pretty. It is called the Madewell Scalloped Eyelet Midi Dress. So I got it for $7.99. And my projected sales price is actually $55 based off comps. So, you know, definitely don't write off Madewell. Certain pieces still do really well by them. Projected profit is $36.01 with a projected profit margin of 65.47%. So very, very happy with that find. So admittedly, the last two pieces in this haul, I didn't check comps on whatsoever because I wanted to just keep them for myself. But when I got home, I did check comps on them. And it's these two shorts. They're called the Camp Shorts by Madewell. They are recent styles. They've got these really cute patch pockets and elastic, so they're really comfy, high waist. I got them each for $4.99, which I was like, hey, am I gonna find a better deal for a couple pairs of good summer shorts? No. But when I check comps, actually the camel color does fairly well. So camel color projected sales price is 28 bucks with a projected profit of $17.41 and a projected profit margin of 62.18%. Green color was much more saturated, which is an interesting thing and a good note that certain styles can do really well in one color and not very well in the other. And I've come across that time and time again, especially with brands like Free People and Madewell or Everlane. Sometimes certain colors are just rare for whatever reason. So the green color, I had a projected sales price of 20 bucks and a projected profit of $11.01 and a projected profit margin of 55.05%. But I probably won't sell either of those. I'll probably keep them. $4.99, again, really good deal for me. I need shorts. So after everything, I tallied up how much I spent. I spent $189.30 on this haul, and my projected total sales from this haul is $983, which is great, especially from just 2 trips to Goodwill. My projected profit is $597.10, almost 600 bucks. Again, pretty happy. And then my average profit margin, and this is all of course projected, is 58.73%. So if everything goes to plan, and some might sell for more, some might sell for less, then I'm very, very happy with that. And I found some really great pieces that I can't wait to get into people's hands that will love them and cherish them and wear them. So let me know in the comments down below, what's your favorite piece? I know my favorite piece is this Cezanne piece. Just love, that's the second time finding it in the thrift store. No, actually, my third time finding it in the thrift store. That brand, I found it at buy sell trade stores before as well. But just a really, really great brand, one of my favorite brands of all time. But anyways, thank y'all so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We're putting out a lot of content. I hope y'all are enjoying it, but we'll see y'all in the next one. Okay, love y'all. Bye.